Hello there! Only One Kenobi here, only when you join me live again. We're going to have a look at the results for more Swtvc March Madness. This should be now the end of round 2, and that to me looks like round 2 done. You see there? I'm going to have to zoom in though for you for that. And have a look at this, bit of a glance. This is how it all ended up here for that. Obviously the first round is the outside bracket there, and the results of that are the one in the middle. That makes sense. Yeah. Right, let's see what did what then. So I think this is it here. Yes, round 2, day 1. So Princess Leia. There should be some pie charts as well to look at here. Princess Leia beat Pelimoto. And then Hera Syndulla beating EV99. The Grand Inquisitor beats Wrecker. Which is, of those two, man, I'd want the Grand Inquisitor. Krennic goes out to Asajj Ventress. It was a tough vote, that. But, then again, Ventress been, a while since we've had one of her. But again, it's very hard to judge Ventress, with how she would look in the real world, man. She's only ever been in an animated show, so you'd be just guessing how she'd look in the real world, man. Anyway, so then we've got Han Solo versus Mon Mothma. Yeah, man, that's good to see. He's still ticking along nicely. Kanan Jarrus goes out now to Sabine Wren. A rebel via rebel, man. So there you go. I've just been voting, actually, for round 3. Or, round 3. And Sabine Wren, I hopefully will be going out next. The Tonica sister beating Ezra Bridger. Can't wait to see the pie charts to see by how much. It's just more of a visual aid. And Ben Kenobi wiping out the Frog Lady. Wow, that's interesting for Ben. So here is the pie charts to give you an idea of the ratio there. Princess Leia and Pelimoto. Similar kind of story there for Hera versus EV99. That's a closer vote. Wrecker there. You see, anyone who's liking the Bad Batch will be voting for Wrecker. And then Asajj Ventress versus Director Krennic. It's not a good outing for him, is it? Mon Mothma Coruscant is now going out to Han Solo. It's great to see that, man. The original trilogy is just up there, man. Go all the way. And then, of course, Sabine Wren. Yeah, not my favourite character, Sabine, but there you are. Wiping out Kanan. The Tonica sister there versus Ezra. So a little bit more classic there, wiping out the New Age outlaws. And then the Frog Lady. Sad to see her go out now. But then again, it is the Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if I may just say again, if they're going to do a Ben Kenobi, I really hope it's on the blue lightsaber card back. People are probably sick of me saying that, but if you've never heard me say that before, you've heard me say it. Moving on. So let's have a look at the next set of results here. So this is round 2, day 2. And there is the... Ooh, I don't think you can see what I'm doing there. All those results. Let's just go through them quickly. Another OT, classic, the big 3 of Luke Skywalker, knocking out Django. This is the one I just did a YouTube Shorts for, actually. Check that out. Go and look at my videos. YouTube Shorts, you can see me doing a screen recording of my voting. I was going to do that for every round, but I haven't had a chance. So anyway, Saw Gerrera beating the Client. I didn't vote for Saw, and I told you why in that video. I said I've got a figure for Saw Gerrera. I've got the 5 POA one, right? And that's on my shelf. The card back would be awesome, and I've always wanted him in TVC, but I just wanted the Client more, man. There's something about Werner Herzog, and great character, and it'd be great for the Mandalorian shelf. But he's out now. Then we've got Baze Malbus. I did vote for Baze, man, over Revan. And if you're watching this or watched my short and were outraged at that vote, I have been voting for Revan for forever whenever we do these things, but I just... spare of the moment, I looked at Baze and I thought, you know what, let's just get him done. Finish off the crew, whatever, for the Rogue One, the main crew. But he's lost to Revan, which is kind of a win-win for me. But then we've got Luthen Rael. I'm sad to see him go out, and that's the Pong Krell. I've always wanted Pong Krell as well, in a way. I've always sort of like championed these figures that have never been made, but Luthen Rael, such a great new character. But then we've got Count Dooku there beating Two Tubes. It was a tough vote, that one. Mamo Nadan, who I did vote for, has lost to Chrysanthemum. And because a guy gave me a custom Chrysanthemum, I feel like me chrysanthem box is kind of ticked, but I obviously wouldn't mind the proper one being done. No disrespect to Lau, who made me the custom. He just repainted a Chewbacca. No, it wasn't Chewbacca. It was what's he called now? Not Tessic. What's he called now? Tarful. Yeah, Tarful, that huge Wookiee from Revenge of the Sith. Then we've got the Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's a good win for him. I didn't vote for Tessic because, like I showed you in my shorts video, like I said to you, I've got a good Tessic, and anybody who wants a good Tessic for 3 3/4 inch, just get the Power of the Jedi one. So it really comes down to accessibility, and Grand Admiral Thrawn is an expensive figure to get on the secondary market, the one that was in the Legacy collection. Then we've got Cobb Vanth there, winning comfortably against Zeb. How about that? Let's look at some pie charts. Look at that. That is tight. Good God. Just scraping at Luke Skywalker there. Let's go back. I didn't fully register when I was looking at the results of how close they were. I just saw Luke in red thinking, oh, it's a win for Luke, but didn't take in the the ratio there. That is close. Wow, there's obviously demand for Jango Fett there. Hell, I'd love a Jango Fett updated. And then that's a big win for Saw Gerrera against the Client. Wow. Baze Malbus v Revan. And then we have, of course, Luthen Rael and Pong Krell. Similar kind of story to the Revan there, isn't it? In the Baze Malbus. And then finally... No, it's not finally. It's not the last one. Count Dooku versus 2 Tubes there. Big for Dooku. Come on, Hasbro. That's the public. That's what they're saying. They want him. And then Mamonadon loses to Chrysanthemum. Great character, Black Chrysanthemum, though, isn't he? Grand Admiral Thrawn. Look at the data on him. Fantastic. 60-40 split. Lovely stuff. And finally, Cobb Vanth versus Zeb. Another Rebel bites the dust. And another one does. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm wanting the Rebels crew to get out. I would love all the Rebels figures done, but do a Ghost first or something, Get me something to get excited about. And then that is it. I think that is everything. And then just to give you a little bit of a preview, this is round 3. Look at this. I've just voted on this. You've got the likes of Leia versus Harrison Dula. And you've got, Asajj Ventress versus the Grand Inquisitor. And then finally, this is where I'm thinking Sabine is going to go out. I really hope that happens, only because, that classic hand. Get that done first, then we'll do all these other characters later. Thank you for watching that roundup. I hope you've enjoyed that, or it's made some sense. I just wanted to just look at it and talk about it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. What have you voted for? What was harsh? And what are you pleased about? And blah de blah. Let me know your thoughts in the comments anyway. Let me know what you think. Thank you for listening. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.